Afternoon all. I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm going to challenge Chess Explained for a 5-minute game again. A 5-minute match, 2 5-minute games. Okay, so I've just sent the invite. So his YouTube channel is youtube.com/chessexplained. So c4 didn't work out very well. So what about, I don't know, e4? I'll try e4 today. Maybe I'll try Vienna, but I think he's got a line that I'm going to need to sort of analyse right now because he's been crushing me in bullet with it. It's a knight c5 with bishop d3, knight c5. So maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Bishop d3, knight c5 cannot be the correct move. So maybe I have to invite the queen check. I think this rings a bell for Andrew Hon video. Okay. So the bishop on here though, is it going to go to d3? Do I take here? Queen d4. Alright, that's another decision. Do I take? What's theory here? Is it knight f3? No, it can't be knight f3. Gambling a pawn. d4. I could try knight f3. I'll see what happens. Knight f3. So if it takes, then d4, but I'm losing a minute here. I don't want to spend too long. Okay, so if I take, mind you, queen d4 is going to be strong soon. What about bishop b2, knight f3, queen f3? I have to look up the theory after the game. Oh dear, oh dear. Also bishop b4 check. Oh dear. Bishop b4 check, bishop d2. Okay. This might be dangerous. Bishop e2 playable? I'm hoping so. Perhaps c4 was better after d4. Well, he might be out of his book, I hope. I hope this isn't totally losing for white, this position. If I can get to castle, a bit bonus. Without losing a rook on a1 to queen d4 or something. Right, if I would take queen d4, losing a pawn. There's king, nope. Ouch. So g takes is probably even worse though. Oh dear. Castle queenside, queen a1 mate. Okay, what's the lesser evil move? c3? Probably c3. Just king f2. And pawn down for nothing. Oh dear. Not good outcome of the opening. Got some pressure on the e5. If we can double up rooks, that might be something. Pressure on b7 potentially. What about rook e4? There's bishop f5. So rook e5. If I can get rook e5 in, that might be something. Here and bishop takes king g1. I'm not really that happy with the position. King g1, rook f3, he's got rook e8. We're pawn down for virtually nothing. This d4 move, I should really know more theory on that. Oh dear. So, queen h4, king g1. Right. Is king g1 playable here? I can double. That's something to be encouraged about. Maybe even treble to cause f6 or rook f8. Okay, what about rook f5 as well? Would rook f5 be useful? c4. Okay, some concession. About rook h3, that would cause another weakness potentially. h6, rook g3. You can double up rooks and play for rook e1 at some point. And this is going to be rook g7, rook e1. So maybe rook g3, h6, rook g3. So although there's only 3 pieces left for an attack of any sort, this could be enough to try and hold a draw anyway. I can cause some weaknesses. Okay. In fact, there's rook f5, I think, in this position with queen f6, which might get nab a pawn back. Okay, rook f5 here, so nab a pawn back. Cheekily. I hope. Then there's rook g3. If I need to defend to rook e3, or there's rook b5. So takes king e. There's no rook e2. There's rook e3. What would be the best there? Rook g3. I get double pawns. Rook b5, b6, rook b3 might be better. Rook c3, rook b7. Okay. Rook b5. Rook c3, rook b7, rook c2, rook a7, I think that's okay. Okay. He's improved on the rook and pawn ending. I think I have to take, and then maybe rook b5 here. Okay. So a4 here for a5. Let's think about this. a4, just a3 for a sec, just to be able to play rook b3. I'm not really sure that was the greatest. This is a passive rook. I need to get my king out maybe. I can get my king out first, then think about rook b5 later. Or h5. Try and fragment these pawns before it's too late. Okay. No, I think it's gone. It's gone. I can't get this. Oops. That's just the passive rook. I should have kept the rook active, I think. Try King Dungeon. So not that. That's against e5. So knight a6 and c5. Might be a bit of counterplay. So e6 here, maybe with a bit of counterplay, I hope. I suppose you can play bishop f6. I've got queen b2, knight d5, queen b2. Is someone going to get a sort of Benoni structure if he plays CD? Okay. So bishop f5. I can contest e4, knight b4. Alright, a3, knight c2 to d4. Plays rook c1 now. Okay, what about knight e4? Castle knight e4. That looks like an active position against b2. Alright, plays g4, still knight e4. That looks good, knight e4. Okay, he's thinking here. This could be handy, this time advantage. So is knight e4 a good move to come up with? Maybe this is a good position after all. It looks as though it's active. By taking, he's given me that bishop f5. Otherwise the pawn was on, covering against bishop f5. Exchange sack. I think it's probably too dangerous. I could call his bluff on it, taking an f6. I don't like to lose the bishop, but I'll do it. Right, can I make use of the rooks? I had a game against Paul Georgia in a 5-minute talk recently where I sacked the exchange and he just got the rooks in. Sometimes it can just backfire. Queen b4. It's queen e3, I suppose, and then even f3 if I play rook e8. So for the moment, okay, knight g4, maybe f5. Okay, so knight g4 is coming up. That bishop f5. Just do also I've got queen d8 if needed, but if I can double up rooks, or maybe just queen d8 to e7 to e5. Just get the centre. I've got queen on the centre square. That should be okay. I don't want to give him two bishops necessarily. It takes f5. Right, so he's starting to weaken my king, or try to. I might have g5 coming up. What about just getting this queen back to the centre? I can't do anything from b4. I'll play queen e7. Queen e5. Let's see, h5, queen e7. Bishop moves. So we've got queen e7 here. Bishop moves. Say the bishop moves and bishop d3. So queen e7 here might be useful. If I move the bishop, on the other hand, bishop d7 is simpler. But queen e7, let's do queen e7. Not be pushed around too much. Okay. So maybe now bishop d7 for queen e5. Got that possession of the e5. It's making the rooks just useful and parrying the king's safety issues. If the rook can start, the rooks prove themselves soon. I don't think there's too much compensation for the exchange. Although I'm a big fan myself of exchange sacks, it's just, you know, sometimes you've got to be a bit cynical as well. Okay, yes, he stopped that queen e5. This knight, I think, needs to come into the centre. Knight b4 to d3, immediate threat of knight d3. There's no entry points. There's g5 here. Takes, bishop g3. Again, no entry points. G5 takes actually on the file, so I think I'll risk doing that. I've got the F file there. That'll be good for the rooks. So if we take Queen E5 now, get the rooks in. Or is he going to actually play Bishop F4? That's snapping a pawn though. So maybe Rook G7 actually. Bit of an attack here on the G file. H5 takes or F5. Maybe possibly F5. Trying to blast that with the rook. Alright, I'll get prepared I think for rook. Rook G8. This knight's decentralized there. My rook's stuck. Actually, have I made this worse? Oh dear, G6 might be coming up. So I can't get rid of his queen. That's a real pain. What about B5, B4? G6 is happening. Well, Rook F8 for Queen F6. That might be an idea. Queen F6. Oh, he's got the central file now. I'm losing D6 in one go. Oh dear. Oh, Bishop D6, Rook E8 though. Ah. Pawn for the exchange. Oh, the exchange. Won the exchange. Another queen on G7 could be good. And this knight's not good, but that knight's not brilliant either. So we can get to play knight C8 to E8 to D6. That would be brilliant for the knight. D6. Be a miracle for the knight to do that. Yeah. I'm lucky he's got no entry point here with the queen. Oh, he's stopping immediate manoeuvres. Okay, so I'll support that for a sec. But then Queen F4 looks annoying. And that's Queen check. What about H3, goal hanger pawn? There's no Queen B8 at the moment. I'm threatening Queen H3, Queen A1. There's Queen E1. Oh, there's check. Hang on, I'll just take this guy. Maybe F4 now. This is a nasty check there to handle. I don't want a repetition particularly. Unfortunately, oh, this is going to be a repetition, isn't it? Oh dear, okay. This knight F6 looks a bit menacing. Oh well. Hope you enjoyed those two. The third match. This is a very good player, but I thought I had him there. I definitely had him. But my king's a bit shot to pieces here. Okay. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks so much.